Blueberries will grow wild throughout Maine without ever having been planted. Even though they don't need human input to grow, many fields are managed to increase yields. The Cooperative Extension at the University of Maine conducts extensive blueberry research on everything from fungi, insect pests and disease, to weeds, pruning practices, and beneficial insects.
And as the bees squeeze through the holes in the screen, it knocks off some of the pollen loads that are on their back legs.
And I'm kind of looking around to see if I see any swimming spores, which I don't. But what
Cooperative Extension really got involved as a way to bring research-based knowledge to the wild blueberry growers.
Many growers have adopted Integrated Pest Management, or IPM. This method takes the whole ecosystem into account, like figuring out when to apply pesticide so it will kill the insect pests at a time when they're most vulnerable.
These are yellow sticky cards to monitor for blueberry thrips.
By understanding the biology of the pest, we can reduce the amount of spray we need by about 80%.
So we're looking at better ways to time pesticide applications, because basically by the time you can see the damage, physically see the damage, it's too late.
IPM is also about making sure the chemicals won't harm the bees or other beneficial wildlife.
Well, we're able to use the bees to sample the environment. So it's a very efficient way to have 1 million individuals go out and sample the flowers within a couple of mile radius.
Sara Bushmann, a graduate student, is studying wild, native pollinators and their diversity in fields that are managed in different ways.
One thing we'll try to look at is if there's a difference in pollination level in relation to the diversity of the wild bees that we find.
Another aspect of integrated pest management is studying the factors that are involved in the spread of disease.
Collaborating with Frank Drummond on a project to look at how the monolinia spores get transferred from infected leaves and flowers to healthy flowers.
Monolinia is also known as mummyberry. It makes the fruit shrivel up like mummies. Frank and Seanna are looking at how bees spread the fungus.
So the bees are actually moving the pathogen around inadvertently. So the fungus is deceiving the bees in terms of tricking them, making them think that it's another flower. That these silvery pieces on the leaves reflect UV light. And also the fungus produces sugar. The bees are attracted to the UV light because it mimics a flower. They land on it, and in so doing they pick up the spores.
The idea, though, is how well is this transfer really occurring, and are bumblebees better at it because they're better pollinators than honeybees? Is there a difference between the two of them, and also just how much of this is really happening?
Yeah, so we will put this one in there.
Researchers with the Cooperative Extension also study different pruning methods, determining which are the most effective at helping blueberries thrive.
Burning was a practice that was used to prune the blueberries. The wild blueberry has about 2/3 of its biomass underneath the ground. So when we prune the plant, we're really taking that top third off. And you do this to invigorate the plant, to produce new stems that are more productive.
While burning is quite effective at killing insect and weed pests, Maine researchers are helping growers to develop cheaper, more environmentally friendly methods.
The type of burning originally done was putting down straw,
which is extremely labor intensive.
Strictly for the love. Remember that, Dave.
We did the research at the university. We found that if we pruned blueberry plants within 1 inch to the ground, this would be equivalent to burning for the pruning process.
The Cooperative Extension also works to bring scientific research to growers, holding informational sessions and gatherings throughout the growing season.
Dave Yarborough, I'm a blueberry specialist with the university. I'm also a wheat scientist.
I'm Seanna. I'm a blueberry pathologist. I study blueberry diseases.
And the ants and the spiders so far have been the two really predominant beneficial insects that...
Also to provide demonstration plots, because the growers will actually get to see the results of the work.
The sulfur is on this
To see more results of the work on blueberries and to learn about one study in more detail, click on the Blueberry Genetics video.